Greetings, dear friends. Welcome to a journey of reflection and growth. Today, we will explore 10 common habits that weaken your mind, as seen through the lens of Buddhist teachings. Mental strength is not about suppressing emotions or denying challenges. It is about understanding your mind, cultivating resilience, and embracing peace. However, certain habits can drain your mental energy, cloud your clarity, and leave you feeling restless. By recognizing and addressing these habits, you can strengthen your mind and live with greater focus and serenity. So take a deep breath and let us begin this insightful exploration. The first habit is clinging to negative thoughts. In Buddhism, thoughts are like passing clouds in the sky. When we attach ourselves to negative thoughts, we give them power over us. The Buddha taught that suffering arises not from the thoughts themselves, but from the attachment we create to them. When you dwell on resentment, self-doubt, or fear, your mind becomes entangled and peace slips away. Practice observing your thoughts without judgment. Let them come and go, like leaves floating down a stream. By doing so, you free your mind from unnecessary suffering. The second habit is seeking validation from others. In our quest for approval, we often compromise our authenticity. The Buddha taught that true peace comes from within, not from external praise or recognition. When you rely on others to define your worth, you hand them control over your happiness. Shift your focus inward. Reflect on your own values and intentions. When you learn to validate yourself, your mind becomes strong and independent. The third habit is avoiding discomfort. Growth often requires stepping out of your comfort zone. Yet many of us avoid challenges because we fear failure or hardship. The Buddha compared life to a lotus flower, beautiful and pure, yet it grows in muddy waters. To rise above suffering, you must embrace discomfort as a teacher. Ask yourself, what am I avoiding? Lean into discomfort with courage. Each challenge you face strengthens your mind and spirit. The fourth habit is overthinking. The mind often creates endless scenarios, replaying past mistakes or imagining future problems. This habit drains your energy and leaves you stuck in a cycle of worry. The Buddha taught that overthinking is like a person being struck by an arrow and then imagining 100 more arrows. The suffering is amplified by the mind stories. To quiet an overactive mind, practice mindfulness. Focus on the present moment, the only place where peace exists. The fifth habit is comparing yourself to others. This habit breeds jealousy, insecurity, and discontent. The Buddha reminded us that every individual walks their own unique path. Comparing yourself to others distracts you from your own journey and diminishes your self-worth. Celebrate your progress, no matter how small. Focus on your path, and you'll discover true contentment. The sixth habit is resisting change. Life is impermanent, and everything is in a constant state of flux. The Buddha taught that clinging to permanence is a source of suffering. When you resist change, you create tension within yourself, making it harder to adapt and grow. Embrace change as a natural part of life. With acceptance, your mind becomes flexible and open. The seventh habit is holding grudges. When you hold on to anger or resentment, it consumes your mental energy. The Buddha compared anger to holding a hot coal, intending to throw it at someone else, but burning yourself in the process. Forgiveness is not for the other person, it is for your own peace. Release the burden of grudges, and your mind will feel lighter. The eighth habit is neglecting self-care. When you neglect your physical, emotional, or spiritual well-being, your mind suffers. The Buddha emphasized the importance of balance, caring for both body and mind. Make time for rest, nourishment, and practices that bring you joy. A well-cared-for mind is a strong mind. The ninth habit is focusing on what you can't control. The Buddha taught that much of life is beyond our control. Other people's actions, external events, and the passage of time. When you dwell on what you cannot change, you waste precious energy. Redirect your focus to what you can control, your thoughts, actions, and responses. This is where true power lies. The 10th habit is living without purpose. A life without purpose feels aimless and unfulfilling. The Buddha taught that having a clear intention brings meaning and direction to life. Reflect on your values and passions. Ask yourself, what brings me joy and fulfillment? Live with intention, and your mind will feel strong and purposeful. Mental strength is not about never feeling fear or doubt. It is about recognizing the habits that weaken your mind and replacing them with practices that nurture resilience and peace. The Buddha's teachings offer a timeless guide to mastering the mind. By letting go of these 10 habits, you can cultivate clarity, focus, and inner strength. Thank you for joining me on this journey. If you found value in these insights, please like, share, and subscribe for more wisdom on living a mindful and peaceful life. May you be well. May you be happy. May you be at peace.